One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Bear Truth is in the building. What's going down? Tara Nick, I already see you. See you doing your little thing. Let me get my chats up here, man, so we can see what's happening, man. Boy, what's the word? Sunday, January the 15th. We're about 2 weeks into the new year. You dig what I'm saying? So, what's happening, man? People tap in. I got like three people that's already on deck. Tap in, man, and share your comments. Tara Nick, where is your mom at? Uh, Supposed to have my sister Grice in the building. You dig what I'm saying? She busy though. She be getting into a bunch of stuff, but it's 8 o'clock, and so we was gonna rock together tonight and just talk about some real cool stuff. You dig what I'm saying? And you know, I'm gonna keep it moving. If anybody want to know why I got my shades on, boy, because since we was talking about family, kind of got that Nino Brown look. You dig what I'm saying? Remember Nino Brown at the table with the crime boss family when he stabbed when he stabbed Chris Williams in his hands. We take them glasses off though. Stop playing all the time. But yeah, man, what's happening with y'all? Bear Truth is in the building, man. Slow motion, slow motion. So listen, one of the things that I want to do is I definitely want to give some shout outs to some business people. Uh, Claudine Anders, she's got this thing called Pure Romance, where she's got like a little site and it's all kind of stuff on there. She first turned me on to like some beard oil and stuff like that, but I think she got all kind of stuff. She got stuff for the ladies. You dig what I'm saying? If you want to go on a date with yourself, you dig what I'm saying? If you ain't got no man, or even if you do got a man, but you just want to date yourself, she got some stuff for you. So holler at Claudine Anders, Pure Romance. Check out her site, man, and don't be ashamed to go do that thing. I got to shout out Nicole with Nicole Grubb on Wheels. You dig what I'm saying? Been posting up at the Elks. She doing her thing. You dig what I'm saying? And then here come Tara Nick, my little niece, all the way down in Atlanta, talking about Pink Divas Boutique. What's up, Tara Nick, with the Pink Divas Boutique, man? And yeah, she's doing a lot of stuff online, man. She be having like some nice purses and glasses and stuff like that. And so holler at my little niece. Go on that site, Pink Divas Boutique, for real, for real. I definitely got to support family. And you know what I mean? Ain't no telling what you might come up with. Some nice little glasses, some nice little purses or something like that, to step your attire up for the new year, get yourself together. You remember the motto, man. Look good, feel good, do good. You dig what I'm saying? So stay fresh to death at all times. Um, I got another little friend by the name of April Anderson. That's what we knew her from in high school. I think she got married and her last name is Bond. But at the end of the day, hold on, Tara Nick, let me post your little thing real quick. There it is, Pink Divas Boutique. So that way, you can see the website and stuff like that. But meanwhile, April Anderson, that's my buddy from way back in the day. We went to high school together. Class clowns, used to joke and laugh all the time. My people, she's got something going on out at the mall. I think she's doing like some juices and stuff like that, man. So support April, support Nicole, definitely support Claudine Anders, support my niece Teranique, Tasha Teague and them over there at the Skylight Luxury Lounge. If you ain't been through there, go through there and go have a glass of wine, man. Listen to some cool music and stuff like that. And so we got a few little things that we plotting on. And so by Wednesday, I should have everything in the place, and I might be able to bring y'all something else. You dig what I'm saying? And so it's a lot of black businesses in the Quad Cities, man. Justin's Tacos, man, his food truck. My man Ken Lee, you dig what I'm saying? He over there, he just said he just posted something saying that he got his first catering gig. So you dig what I'm saying? Uh she said she waiting on me to let her in. So I'm trying to invite my sister on here. So I don't know what happened, Grice. I'm gonna copy it again, and then I am going to go to your Facebook page and I'm going to try to get you in through that way. And but at the end of the day, let me see. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get my sister in here like real quick. But at the end of the day, don't forget Ken Lee is doing his thing. You dig what I'm saying? He's got some stuff going on, and he got like some type of new little catering job. And I got to take my hat off to Justin's Tacos, Ken Lee, and Nicole. If it's anybody else that I'm missing, man, jump on site, man, and I'll shout y'all out with the food thing, man, because that's very serious what y'all doing with that. You know what I mean? Cooking and stuff like that. That's one thing that people always gonna need is a haircut. They always gonna need clothes, and they always gonna need food. So shout out to little cousin them down at DJs. You dig what I'm saying? Custom fashions and you know what they doing down there. They mom Shamella, she's doing her thing, lady DJs, and so they doing a big thing. Grice, I don't know, I don't even see you like backstage. You dig what I'm saying? So let me see if I can click onto your page. Not that. Put that back there. But I'm gonna just gonna keep talking until I can figure out a way to get you on there. I sent you the link to your email, so try to log back into your email and let's see if that'll pop off. But today, man, I gotta have my sister in here, man, because we definitely we got a lot to talk about when it comes to this family thing. You know what I mean? And so one of the things that I was doing is I was trying to if y'all seen the title, I said the ingredients to family. You know what I mean? Of family. And as I'm trying to get her back in here, trying to get her on deck, um, one of the things that I really wanted to do is I want to know, like, what makes us as family members. Okay, Grice, link. Let me see something real quick, y'all. And here we go. Paste. Okay, Grice, I just emailed you. I just sent it to your email. Try that link right there, and then as soon as you pop in like backstage, you dig what I'm saying? Then I can check you in. Okay, so back to the title, the ingredients of family. You dig what I'm saying? Um, what I meant by this is we talked a little bit like last week. Bald head nuts. Shout that out because that's what me and G Nice gonna be doing on Wednesdays. But we talked about this. You dig what I'm saying? About I'm gonna start. I said back with R. Kelly. Um, we was talking about the little stuff, the little situation that he got himself into, and then I was trying to tell you about the fact that as I was listening to this song, R. Kelly talks about being molested by his sister, a family member. Then I remember watching a documentary where one of the brothers was talking about there was a man that was in a neighborhood that used to have a piano, and he used to molest them. So he used to molest his brothers and them and stuff like that. So you okay? There she is, real quick. So, as I'm talking, I'm gonna pop my sister in. Grice, what's the deal?
Not much. What's going on?
Just chilling. Where you headed to? Nowhere.
I ain't headed nowhere. I'm at home.
You look fancy though. You look like your hair is fancy, like you've been somewhere.
I had a show earlier.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the comedy thing. Okay, so what I was just talking to Min about as you was popping in on the backstage thing, me and G Nice had talked a little bit about the R. Kelly situation, and we'll cover it. But I was just when I talk about the ingredients of family, I was just coming from an angle of saying, you know, it's a lot of stuff that goes on in people's family, and that
Hmm.
makeup is what makes you up. You dig what I'm saying? So you only a product of your environment. You dig what I'm saying? And so, uh, me and you know where we come from.
Right.
We come from some clowns, man, and that's on both sides. Whether it's the Grices or whether it's the Garners, man. I love my family, but it is what it is, man. Family is family, and you don't
Right.
get to pick. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to choose who your family is, man. And so we was talking about R. Kelly, but since you know a little bit about R. Kelly as something like that, what you think about that whole situation, guys?
I think that R. Kelly should have got some help. Because like unhealed, I always say unhealed hurt people.
Ooh.
And so the fact that he was molested as a child and he never probably dealt with it or got any help. And with for families, we have a tendency to sweep perverts under the table. A person touch kids, but instead of keeping them, having them locked up or getting some help, you won't let them babysit the kids. Like somebody come around and they touch kids, they'd be like, "Oh, keep them from such and such. Oh, where them kids at? Such and such is here." So instead of keeping stuff a secret, you need to number one, they either need to go to jail and they need to get some help. And I think that R. Kelly is locked up today because he didn't have any people to get him some help to say,
Right.
"Man, what you doing is not right. You effing up. You need to do better or whatever." But they because they wanted to get a paycheck, they enabled him instead of like literally getting him some help or quitting. But you enabled him. You helped him bring those girls in and all this and that. So you are, a culprit in all this too. And I just feel like because they felt like, what, I ain't gonna mess up my money. I'm just gonna turn a blind eye to it. And I feel like that was wrong. That
Mm-hmm.
because if you had kids, would you want that done to your daughter, to your sister, you know what I'm saying, to your niece or whatever? A lot of times people do stuff, but they never think about what if that was me or what if that was a family member of mine. So I feel like his people failed him all around because he
Mm-hmm.
was sick. They knew he was sick, and they should have gotten him some help.
Yeah. And then, I remember that time that y'all came to visit me, you know what I mean, when Horse had passed. And, Daryl said something that was so real that was to me. You dig what I'm saying? And you touched a little bit up on it, like saying, okay, y'all feel like y'all getting a bag from this man. So this man is he helping y'all eat? I heard he was paying bills.
Mm-hmm.
People was getting college scholarships. You dig what I'm saying? They was getting
Right.
funds to just pretty much do whatever. But Daryl said something that was so sincere. It's like, listen, my daughter can't hang out with you. Any
Right.
sane father, it's like, man, come on. I don't care who you are, boy. You dig what I'm saying? My daughter is not coming to your house. And if I find out that she's over here and she's been over here for days, I'm coming through there. You dig what I'm saying? There's gonna
Right.
be smoke. I don't care who you is.
Right.
If I can't whoop you, I'm gonna try to. You dig what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
like that was real, man. So
But it just on that right there, because I keep thinking about the one girl's dad who was on everything but some hood stuff. I'm like, why you not on some hood stuff? You keep talking about some R. Kelly got your daughter and you ain't seen your daughter in years, and you mean to tell me you ain't got a posse and y'all ain't rolled up over there? Because it's now time out for the police. Now it's
right.
time to be about some hood shit
Yeah.
for real.
We got a whole court in the street. You
Right,
dig what I'm
right,
saying? For
right,
for a situation like that,
right.
and
Hood
listen,
justice.
if you black, I don't know not one black person that ain't got family or they ain't got no friends. Like you got some people you can go call, especially when it's about smoke. You dig
Right.
what I'm saying? Some
Yeah.
people that just don't, man. If nothing else, you got a crackhead family member. You throw him something, he gonna go through there and do something to somebody. You
Hmm.
dig what I'm saying? Billy on deck. She talking about some. Hey y'all, Billy, ain't nobody ever even seen
Hey,
you.
hey,
You don't
Billy.
answer your phone, man. What's up, cuz? But yeah, so before we get into this little family thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw this out here. I hollered at Bernice, both our mother and our father is turning 70 years old this year. That's a blessing. You dig
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And so I hollered at her, man. And so I kind of put her boots on that, y'all was gonna be trying to come to town, that we was gonna try to do something for her. You dig what
Hmm.
I'm saying? And so since Bob, cousin Bob birthday is on that Friday, I was telling Mike, well, go ahead and get him involved, get Billy over
Right.
here, Ja light up the grill. And so there it is, Billy. So why you sitting up there talking about some, hey y'all, we're gonna be down here and it's gonna be in the backyard. So it's gonna go down because family is a blessing, man. And as crazy as our family is, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like we just did the family reunion last year, and that was big. So ain't nobody said nothing about that no more. What? You shaking your
No,
head
we're
like
gonna have a meeting next week.
oh, okay. So y'all back on the
We're
committee.
having a meeting next week.
Y'all got the team together again, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Cause
we ain't got the team together, but we need to get it together though. I need people to do better this year though, for real, for real.
yeah,
People need to do better.
because last year though y'all really put on though. So hats off to you, Wendy, Big Red, and Sandra, man, because and Wani, y'all really came through, man. And so, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this topic, the ingredients of family, man, because a lot of times, man. Okay, number one, remember I'm telling you, I'm damn near close to getting my being licensed to be an insurance agent. So
Hmm.
they got me doing these cram courses. I got to the 21st to do that. And when I finish that up, then they're gonna shoot me to the state and then I'll do that. One of the
Hmm.
things about black families, man, that's so sad is that every time somebody die, the majority of the times nobody don't got no insurance money. You know what I
Right.
mean? Somebody always talking about GoFundMe accounts or either a fish fry. You dig what I'm saying? And so
Right.
I got to thinking, man, like, shoot, who but me? You know what I mean? I might be the one that might pull up on you and be able to tell your family about some different premiums or different packages and policies that might fit y'all budget and go ahead and get you and your kids some good insurance and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because that's sad, man, that we spend money on so many different things, but we'll never slow down to cop
Right.
some insurance. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, because
so
you're gonna die. You gonna die. You're gonna leave here. So
hey, that's one date that can't nobody escape.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
it's
out of
coming.
here. Yeah, you out of here. So, ain't nobody got time to be lying. It's like, and the thing about people not having insurance, because we've said this on our show, Candid Conversations, GoFundMe is not an insurance policy. Selling chicken dinners and all this stuff, you got to keep the body out 2 3 weeks because we got to get enough money to bury you. That is that's not a good
You
look.
gotta
And the
pretty
thing
soon you gotta
is,
get ice to throw on the body.
right.
start,
And the thing
start throwing
is,
ice on the body, like
right.
yeah,
We gotta try to
right.
keep you fresh, keep you from stinking. And the thing is, though, people can't even mourn properly because they got to bury you. So now they mad that you
Yup.
died because when they was sad that you was dead, now they mad because they like,
They ain't got
you
no
ain't had
money.
the nerve to die, ain't had no insurance.
Straight up. And now you got to go around and ask people for stuff. You dig what I'm
Right,
saying? And you know how that go. Everybody be talking like sending their condolences until you start talking about that bread. When you
right,
start asking them for bread, next thing you know, all kind of bills, man. You know, man, if shit,
right,
I'm short right now. Like
right,
you're like, man, when you start asking about money, man, black people know they'll duck and dodge the question for real.
right.
But something I was thinking about when we was coming up, man. I just think about some of the people that raised us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mom Betty Moyne. You dig what I'm saying? I mean, I know if not only us, everybody got that one mean person that's in their family that be messing people up. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Mom Betty used to pinch the hell out of you. She'll
Right,
pinch the hell out of you, and then she'll try to get you to be quiet. Like, come here,
right.
I'm
She
gonna give
was
you
a
some
child
gum.
now.
I'm gonna give you some gum, and then she'll just rip off like a piece of gum and give it to you. Listen, I know I was a little kid, but I knew that some things that Mom Betty did to me wasn't right. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, and so if anybody from the town, y'all know where Arsenal Courts is at, and you know where Harshburgers used to be at, right? So Harshburgers is up there for all the new generation. It would be
Was
there
it
with
11th
like
Avenue?
yeah, but it's up there where Family Dollar is at. Family Dollar took over where Harshburgers
Yeah.
used to be at and stuff right up in shared the parking lot with Roland's furniture and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in Rock Island, like as a teenager or something, you can walk that distance, or most people in the
Yeah.
town had bikes. That wasn't nothing. But I was a 5-year-old kid. You dig what I'm saying? I didn't know no better. Crossing like busy streets, and then you got to come back with all her groceries. So my
Right.
Betty tricked me. My Betty gonna tell me, she gonna say, "Come on, but walk up to the store with me, and I'm gonna pay you." So I done walked up to the store with my Betty in this hot sun. We carrying all her bags back. I'm only 5 years old. I don't know no better. I'm already mad, but I'm waiting for the payoff. Cause soon as she hit my hand, I'm gonna go straight to the green store. You run across the street to the green
The
store,
Cleos.
your Cleos back then, go across the
Cleos.
Cleos, and then straight up get you some penny candy. Man, do you know that when we got back, my Betty hit me with 15 cents? I'm talking about I was I was distraught. I was like, I was so listen, I was so mad as a kid. I you know, I knew that there was penny candy, but I just thought for that walk, I thought that I was about to come up. And I was like, man, I done wrecked yards
Right.
and got more money than this. You dig what I'm saying? You done walked me all the way up there and you done paid me 15 cents. I was so mad. Like, boy, I swear if I knew some cuss words back then, I probably wouldn't have said them. But yeah, I was thinking my Betty was rough though. She used to get y'all too.
You knew some cuss words, huh?
But I'm saying my Betty used to
Yeah,
get y'all too
you
over
knew
Nook
some cuss
House.
words.
Yeah. Remember she used to pinch out or throw hot
Yeah,
water
she's a
on
couple of with that broom.
oh man. And then when they what's the name, used to be sitting on the porch, how she used to throw the hot water on them. Tammy and them over at Nook House, boil up some hot
Mm-hmm.
water and throw it out the back door on them and stuff like that. But like another thing I was thinking about though, like too, it was a blessing, to have Moyne. You know what I mean? Because Moyne
Mm-hmm.
taught us a lot. And then her love was
Yeah.
like so impeccable, just her love for anybody. If anybody came to that lady house, she would feed them. But it's like today, you don't got
Mm-hmm.
grandmothers like that no more. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we got grandmothers, but some the grandmothers is in the club today. You dig what I'm saying? They still out there twerking. You dig what I'm saying? You go to the club and see the grandmother at the club twerking. You know what I mean? You don't see no grandmother with that ugly house coat. You remember that ugly house coat smell
Look,
like Big Gay or got a snuff
right.
can? Got the snuff can.
But look, but then the sad part is grandmothers don't even want to be called grandmothers no more. They want to be called Mimi and Titi and Yahweh and Grandma and all this and all that. No, you don't. Grandma, my grandson called me grandma. I
Right,
ain't finna be no grandma and no Gigi and no all that Mimi. No, that's another problem.
right.
I can see Nana because that's been around for a while, but all that other stuff they done came up with, y'all need to stop.
Yeah, Nana,
So
because that's
that
what y'all in
really is a blessing. So y'all really need to stop.
the.
Don't call it what it is.
Yeah. And so if you do see them and then and you a grandparent, so you got to understand that yeah, that is really real. Little cousins on there can't be talking about great grandma. Yeah, he didn't. But see, he didn't really see it.
Man,
Yeah, little Willie didn't see it. Little Willie, you
you
was
didn't get to
spoiled, fam.
smoke, so you better
Yeah,
hush.
straight up, you didn't get the smoke. Cause I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
something. One thing about well, who said that? But listen, one thing about them that they don't understand, like say for instance, I got Avion. Avion ass is bougie. You dig what I'm saying? He's so bougie, Grice. Like I was telling y'all about,
Mhm.
like I can go to the store with fam, and like if you go down the aisle or you forget something, you pick something. When you come back, Avion to threw some more stuff on the counter. You dig what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you looking like, where did all this come from? Like, what are you trying to do? It's like, how are you counting my pockets? If you go anywhere with Moy, here go two rules. I'm going in here to get such and such. Don't you put your hands on nothing. You
Don't
better
touch
not touch
nothing
nothing. And
and
telling
don't
you,
ask
listen,
for nothing.
and don't ask for nothing. So one time, back during them times, that's when they used to have the grapes, and you had to pick the grapes about a bundle and put them in a bag. So we come around the little fruit section, and me and Toya, we sitting over there pulling off the grapes. Man, she hit us so hard in the back. Listen, I fell out in the store. I did, you know how you hurting so bad that you lose your breath when you crying. Man, I lost my breath and everything. I'm looking around like ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Like, is this really real? Didn't I tell you? And I'm gonna get you when I get home too. So
Right,
now you done got beat up in the store. Now you riding home in the car and you nervous because you know when you get to the crib, they're gonna make you go
right,
find the switch. So it's like, oh man. Like, boy, Avion and them, little Willie, y'all wouldn't have survived, man, if y'all was with Pauline, man. Pauline wasn't for none of that. You dig what I'm saying?
right.
And she'll whoop you at any cause, but
Yeah,
you
wherever you show out, that's where you get worked out.
yeah, boy, you get slapped. anything anything can happen to you, boy. And
Right.
so these kids, they
Yeah.
don't know about that,
They
man.
don't know about that, boy. No, that's slapping. That's your mama though. She'll slap you so hard and so fast, boy. It don't even make no sense.
And then in front of your friends too.
Right?
Hey, she said, "Hey, man," she let me down a couple of times with them slaps in front of my friends because it's already your face already stinging and burning, but then now you embarrassed because everybody like, "Ooh, like dang, like it just got real out here." Like
Right.
shit, like man, she get to tell you something one time, you get to go in there,
That's it.
pow
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
face. But shit, your ass to go to jail today if you do that.
So
You know what I
will.
mean? So
So will.
but a lot of times, like Avion, one thing I am grateful about little dude is that he stay into sports. You know what I mean, and
Mhm.
he stay into basketball and stuff like that. And so, uh, when it comes to like family, like what kind of like qualities do you try to instill? Like I know your kids is grown, so Jarice and Terranique and them is grown, but what do you try to what do y'all be doing in the A town? You know what I mean, to kind of keep it like family, the structure of it.
Well, we really don't have no structure. We get together. We don't like we don't have like a ritual or whatever. Like we'll get together for like holidays. We'll go over to like Terranique. On birthdays we'll try to come together. Have dinner. Go out to dinner or whatever stuff like that. But we keep it light. Because I guess because we kind of lost that when Moyne died. Because you know
Yeah.
how when Moyne was together, we would get together on holidays and stuff. Then it's
Yeah.
like when she died, everything just fell apart. The family stopped like really coming together, and everybody started having these silos. Like Nook family be over here, Bus family over here, Punk, whatever. Whereas when Moyne came, she brought like everybody together.
Yep, when we used to go to Indianapolis, once her
Yeah.
car pull up at bus house on station, everybody came through there. She had
Mhm.
boxes of candy for everybody, freeze pop for
Mhm.
every family, and so everybody. I mean, even like Marianne and them, they over there. You dig what I'm saying? They coming over
Yeah.
through the woodwork. So that
Yeah.
was love. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that was one of the goals that we was really trying to do with that family reunion. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Trying to bring that back.
Yeah, try to and man, it was live though. It
It
was really
was.
live. It was live. I had a blast. Didn't nobody get drunk or show out and stuff like that. And it seemed like, y'all do that up there. It's like I'll try to get with these kids down here. My kids is crazy. You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, yeah, but they are though. It's like Nubia, you know what I mean? She on her grind. You dig what I'm saying? She working at
Mhm.
John Deere, she doing her little thing. And then Wizzy stay working. So both of them got that cool work ethic, but it's
Mhm.
just like Nubia love to like shoot out of town. Wiz like to do, you know what I mean? All of this body, and to me, it's like I done already seen it. So I be trying to time. My goal is like, let me show y'all how to save some money. Let's put this shit up. Let's go do this and that. Let's go do that.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to hear me. They think I'm crazy or they think I'm old fashioned. So
Mhm.
Wizzy, she sends me a text and says, "Dad, you know what I mean? Can you buy these shoes for me and I'm gonna pay them back?" Grice, she sent me a picture of some $700 Balenciaga tennis shoes, and I'm like, "What the hell is you talking?" I'm like, "Nope." I ain't buying no shit like that. I'm like, you know what I mean? We talked about getting a car. Why don't you save up your money so you can get a car? Then it's like your grandmother upstairs, she got a car outside that she don't even drive. And it's like, if you come over to the house, you could drive this car, you can go to the store for her and shit like that. And because you know,
Mhm.
Bernice don't go nowhere, but she won't even come over. So it's just like shit is distant over here. So maybe when y'all do come down, you know, they'll come over. We don't even see Avion no more. You dig what I'm saying? What's that,
Yeah.
Tasha? I'm reading some of the things. So yeah, you can elaborate on that though. But yeah, people is chiming in. So I want to see what she just said. It was important to me to encourage my children to follow their dreams, to consistently remind them that they can do anything as long as they remember to be consistent and keep believing in themselves no when no one else does. And Tosh, I think you're right about that, you know, because Nubia is so talented, man. You dig what I'm saying? Like with the dresses and stuff like that, you know, she's a dog. And so what I be trying to get her to do is to
Mhm.
like fall back and hone in on that talent because Nubia, you know, you got it. Why not just sit back and just grind, grind, grind? Pretty soon it's gonna pay off. You dig what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But it all comes with hard work. You dig what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
like social media got everybody like right now, you know, when I came home, the new thing now is everybody takes vacations and posts where they at. You know what I mean? So that's the new thing. And you know, I guess it ain't no different than shit when I was out here. You know, we meet up at the Freaknik. You dig what I'm saying? People do the
Mhm.
Chicago taste. We go to Indianapolis for the Soul Picnic, or we was doing like the Indiana Black Expo. So I get it. You dig what I'm saying? But I think sometimes, man, these kids, they think that, you know, we get to a certain age by skipping over their age. Like, I didn't go through that. Like I understand what
Mhm.
you're going through. It's like I know. So I be trying to tell her. So, you know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, you just gotta learn on your own. You dig? But
Yeah.
yep. And so another thing that I was bringing up on the topic of the ingredients of family, it's just like everybody's got like a crazy ass uncle. Oh, you know what I was I was thinking about though too, because you used to send me off when we was little. You now I'm gonna bring you back to a family. I'm not gonna say their names, but you know what I'm talking about when I tell you this. Remember, these people started living with us, and they had two kids. And you know, we get our little food stamps once a month. So when we go to Aldi's, we used to get all our like little jiffy cakes and all our little snacks and our shit. And every time we used to eat something, some, can I have some? Will you give me some? What you eating? Some. So do you remember when we got mad at them and we cooked the jiffy cakes and we spit in the cakes and gave them the cakes? That was your idea. That was your that was your shit. You was the ringleader. You the big sister. You should have showed me that. You dig what I'm saying? You was supposed to. But hey,
I
listen,
don't remember spending nobody cake, boy.
you
I don't
listen,
remember that.
man.
Mm-mm.
Baking the cake and spitting in that cake and then giving them some of the jiffy cake. Because remember,
No,
the little boy used to
I
be
don't
like,
remember that.
"Can I have some? Would you give me some? Some? What are you eating? Some?" And I used to be like, "Man, we used to be so damn mad. Like we couldn't eat none of you know how it be at the first of the month. You get your little stabs. We go to Aldi's. You know, we get our own little snacks. So you eat your little snacks. You gotta be. Hey, you can't rationing them out. You dig what I'm saying? Because once they run out, that was it for the month. Like, fam, you ain't. You know what I mean? You can't get none of these chips. You dig what I'm saying? And I remember that shit, man. And then I can't remember who was that who feet used to smell so bad. Was that Treetop or Too Tall? Somebody who we just had to set their boots outside, like man, you know. So I be having like a lot of me because you know when you be in prison, you think what I'm saying, you ain't got nothing to do, so you just be thinking about how you grew up and like you know what I mean, like what goes on. Because I'm telling you, when you in a joint, Grice, family comes out of you. You dig what I'm saying? I could tell some of fish coming out of me, you know, like some of punk coming out of me. You dig what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you know that crazy, that Grice shit attitude. You know what I mean? Sometimes it will come out and you need it. You
Mm-hmm.
dig what I'm saying? So shit. But I remember that though. And I think that was your idea. Another thing
What I
too,
don't remember spending no Jiffy cornmeal. Now
you
I
know, it
don't.
wasn't no
I,
cornmeal. They had the Jiffy
mm-mm.
cakes, the little bitty Jiffy cakes, and you can make them in the box. And we used to make our own little cakes. We had our own little cakes, and they kept on asking us for some, and we spit in the cakes
Are
and
you
we
talking about?
gave it.
You talking about Jiffy cake,
Yeah, yeah, the cake
not the
cake.
cornbread?
Right. Hey,
Mm,
do you
no.
did you
I vaguely remember who it is. I think I do remember who it is,
yeah. They
but
used
I
to
ain't gonna
beg
say
all
no
the
name
time.
though.
Yeah, they used to be begging every time you eat some. Can I have some? What is that? What are you eating? Be like, man, why don't they just get out? When are they gonna find them a spot? When is they going? When are they going? You know what I mean? Like shit. But yeah. And so, no, Yo said don't do Wizzy. Yeah, I love Wizzy, but Wizzy crazy, man. Her birthday coming up, and so she gonna go all out. She trying to go ham, but not no $700 Balenciaga tennis shoes. Wiz, I ain't on deck with that one. You dig what I'm saying? But I was gonna ask you because you know me and G Nice was doing the bald head nuts.
Mhm.
Did you cry when Michael Jackson died?
I did. Oh
Yeah,
my
I kind
God,
of
that
figured you
hurt
did.
me. That cut me deep.
Hey, but listen, you
Yeah.
you cried when Michael Jackson hair caught on fire. You
I
remember
cried so hard. You make me sick. I'm traumatized by that. You always bring up old shit.
Hey, listen, Michael Jackson hair caught on fire on a Pepsi commercial. You don't know that man, and you cried.
I
I
love Michael
remember.
Jackson. I bought him a get well card and everything. I had to walk down to the store, got him a get well card,
You
and
don't
sent
know
it
that
out and
damn man.
everything.
Little Willie talking
I
about you was
cried
the devil.
hard that day. I cried hard.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you who else you cried over too, though. Remember when they had that rumor out and they said El DeBarge died?
Man, look here.
You cried over that too,
I
like your eyes was
did.
a
I
big baby.
cried for
Like
the whole summer.
you don't know
I
them
put that in
people.
a joke though. I had to
Yeah,
put that in a joke
yeah, you
because
don't
I
even know
cried
them
for the
people though.
whole summer.
You just listening to their music and you
Yeah,
cry like
every
you really,
day.
man. Shit. Right, for
Every day
real.
I was listening to All This Love standing in the doorway.
Yep. And then I
We live
remember,
right across the street from Lincoln Homes. I ain't gonna never forget that.
yep, yep, we done stayed damn near every projects in Rock Island, didn't we? Straight up, we Arsenal Courts, Turnkey,
But we
Lincoln Home.
ACT for life though. ACT
Straight
for
up,
life.
for real, for real. You know, we originators. We was down there with the burnt face man.
Right.
You remember the
Right.
burnt face and the
Right.
powder face lady, the
Yup.
freeze cup lady.
The
When they
freeze
had the
up lady.
parties at the administration building, you dig what I'm saying? We
Bro.
was there for all of that, so
All
I
that.
don't care what they talking about. We Arsenal Courts for life. Um,
Yeah.
I was gonna tell you about something else. I done forgot, but like we used to go back and forth to Indianapolis, and like one of the persons that really had like a big influence on me, man, was like Uncle Punk. You know what I mean? You know,
Hmm.
because you know when and Tumalito too and Cut. Because you know all of them was like getting money. Like Tumali, you remember that time when Tumali had a car full of women in front of the house and he was cussing them out? I don't, man. Listen, I think he was a
You don't
pimp.
forget nothing, do you?
I don't listen. I'm telling you, my memory is so good. I remember when Greedy Man sucked the mayonnaise up with a dirt in a straw when we
And
was
Lincoln
little in
Homes.
Lincoln Homes.
Yeah.
Yep, little dirty man. What is his name? Was that his name? Dirty
I think
Man.
that was Greedy Man.
Greedy Man. Greedy Man did that. But um, Punk, I mean, no, that was Tommy Lee. He had a bunch of women in the car, and he was telling them something like, "If you can't dance to my music, then you need to get the fuck out the party." And one of the ladies was like, "I can dance to your music, Tommy. I can dance to your music, Tommy." I was like, "What is this?" I didn't know. I didn't at this time. I didn't know he was a pimp. I didn't. You know what I mean? I had no. I'm too little to know what pimps was, but it sounded like pimp stuff. You dig what I'm saying? And so and then like Uncle Punk, you go to like he'll come and get me from Rock Island, and then like he'll take me back up to Indianapolis. You know, he had the money. Every time you seen Unc had like, remember he used to sell the weed in the yellow envelopes, the nickel bags. You remember that?
I don't remember that.
Man, I remember he used to sell the weed in the yellow envelope. But the only thing I know is every time you see him, if you ask him for some money, he used to pull out a fat knot on you. Like, he kept money like shit. So Unc, man, I'm talking about that was my guy. And you know, he told me some shit that I shouldn't probably seen too. You dig what I'm saying? You know, they used to make me smoke weed. Him and on and them, they used to give me my own can of beer. You dig what I'm saying? I used to think I was one of the guys when I was with them. So, you know, that's probably where some of that drinking probably came from, you know. But you remember the time staying with Bus and them, you know? That
Yeah.
was an experience when we got
Yeah.
Demetrius' bike stolen from up there at the store. You dig what I'm
The
saying?
Richard Market basket. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
rode that
like,
man bike up there to the store. We come outside, that man bike gone.
like it's gone.
It's
He said,
gone.
"That's
I
all
didn't
right."
know, man. Like we
He was
came to the crib,
hot.
man. He
He
was
said,
so
"That's all
mad.
right, you little punks.
Yeah.
When Bone get her check, she gonna pay me back."
Yo, she get her welfare check. Soon as she get her welfare check, she gonna cash me out. Like, man,
He
I
said,
don't, I
"Slow
don't
down."
even know what to tell him. I'm riding with you again, once again, on the back with you. We done got a few dollars and went up to the store, and you done got that man bike stolen and stuff like
I
that.
ain't got the man bike stolen. Whoever had thievery in their heart stole that man's bike.
Man, I don't think we should have been on it. We didn't have no locket, no
You
chain.
ain't saying nothing, but shut up. Don't be trying
Yeah.
to act like you innocent now.
But I was young. I was a younger
It
brother.
don't
You dig
matter.
what I'm
It don't
saying?
matter.
So
Don't
yeah.
matter.
But I mean, I used to steal you Michael Jackson magazines. You remember that? So
No,
your
you ain't
wall
stole
was
no
covered with like Michael
magazines.
Jackson. Huh?
More used to buy me magazines. You ain't stole me
Nah.
no magazine.
Well, I did too still. So many Black Beat magazines with the
I
Michael
don't want
Jackson
that.
in there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
You
you
ain't
don't.
could have had me on the internet talking about some stealing now.
Oh,
I
you
don't
was talking about
remember. I don't
yeah.
remember that.
You don't
Mm-mm.
remember stealing? Me, you, and Tammy went out to South Park and robbed them for our school clothes. You don't remember? You don't remember going out to South Park and stealing clothes? I used to steal like the panties and the bras and the socks. You get the shirts, and Tammy used to get the jeans, and we come back with like about 4 outfits. Remember? Hey, we used to go inside Payless. Remember that's when we used to wear the little plastic boats. The thing was go inside Payless and change your shoes, put the old ones in a box and put on a new one and walk out. And everybody walk out and meet up at the bus stop. Man, you a bad influence, dog, on
You
my
a
life,
lie.
man.
You
No,
a lie. You a
man.
whole lie. Cause
That's
you a
that's probably
whole
why
lie.
you felt so bad when I was in prison. That's probably why you sent me books and stuff to try to get myself together. Cause you kind of responsible for messing my life up. You messing my life up, man. Straight up. For real. You was the big sister. You should have taught me better. You should have been a better example in life. You weren't a good example, man. For real.
What
And then
did?
Toya came. Remember when Toya came down? She used to get me so many whoopings, man. Oh, she scratched you all in the face. I ain't heard from Cuz since I've been home. I need to check on her and see what's happening with her and see if she want to come down to this little thing or something like that. And y'all come down here. I think that'd be good for us to just hang out with Bernice, man, and jog on fire up the grill and stuff like that. You dig what I'm
First of all,
saying?
y'all got a grill? Cause I
Yeah.
told him yesterday to tell y'all to get a grill.
It's a grill in the back. Yeah, it's
Does
a
it
big one.
does it work?
I
Is
mean,
it rest down on the bottom?
a grill is a grill. You did. I mean, this is
But it
nice.
doesn't have a bottom.
Man, it's got a bottom. It's a nice one though. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't no joke. I
Okay,
mean,
well we get there, y'all have a grill.
no, I'm talking about Horse had a nice grill back there, and that's when the
But
dude came back there
but
to clean out the yard. We made sure that he left that though. So yeah, it's a nice grill back there. And then we can I'll probably go get some tables so we can hold like a spade game. But like we got I'm plotting like a little party and stuff myself too. But Terranique was telling me that y'all was gonna come down because I was gonna invite y'all to come do something with me. But let's do it for Bernice because she about to be 70. That's a big deal. God's will, she wake up on March the 11th, man, 70 years old. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. That's the reason why. Did you see the little commercial that I was able to put together? Because
Mm-mm,
Bernice used to be fly back in the day, didn't she? Remember
mm-mm.
her little leather fits and stuff like that when she was doing curl. Remember when Bernice used to do your curl and cut all your curls off? We be trying to let ours hang and grow, and she be cutting off the split ends. And man, cut the curls off, man. Like shoot. I used to be mad. Thinking my girl that got long, like, man, what just happened? But so, like, in a nutshell, though, because I had some more stuff that I wanted to talk to you about. You dig what I'm saying? But one thing I do appreciate about Bernice, though, is because she was cool. You know what I mean? Now, if she get mad, you know what I mean, you can get your face slapped or some of you get cussed out. But like, Bernice used to let us drive the car. You dig what I'm saying? You used to
Mhm.
drive the car. I remember when I was in high school, we used to just pile up in the crib and just be like sitting there because everybody know they wanted to go to stage too. She'd be looking
Mhm.
around like, "Go get me a Pepsi," and then here, y'all take the car. We go get her like some Pepsi or something. We bring her
Yeah.
back to, and then she'll like let us use the car and stuff like that. So it's like, man, we had like a lot of privileges. You dig what I'm saying? As
Yeah.
far as
Yeah.
to grow up and kind of like be your own and stuff like that. So, I appreciate that.
Mhm.
I remember the time when you and Gary and them. Remember when I took y'all to go see Under the Cherry Moon,
Mhm.
Bottle Money? I remember how when y'all tricked me out of that. When I went down there and hustled up bottles and cans down at the levee, and then y'all
Yeah.
tricked me to go pay for y'all to go to the movies. Yeah, you
Ain't
might
nobody
probably,
tricked you into paying for nothing. You need to stop.
but I'm saying y'all was
I got
grown.
you innocent sugar bear now. Stop. We
Y'all
ain't
was old, but I'm
hell
saying y'all
no.
was
We ain't
older than
doing
me.
this.
Y'all was older than me, and y'all took my hard-earned money. I was only 12. I was just a boy. I didn't know no
Boy,
better.
please.
Yeah, but listen, he bought me a 40 ounce though. You remember that? I got a 40 ounce. I'm in the back seat, toe up at 12 years old. Like hell yeah, I'm gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? I got a beer out the
I
deal,
ain't
so
paying you. I don't
yeah,
even know why I got on here with you.
yeah. Because I'm just saying, man. But listen, so what have you been doing with your thing, your comedy thing? Look,
I
little Willie
really
talking
haven't
about
been
playing.
doing anything. Like last year, I did a couple birthday parties. Today, I did a brunch. Um, I got a show coming up on the 19th where she's combining therapy because she's a licensed therapist. So she's combining that with comedy. So I think that's gonna be real good.
Mhm.
I think that's gonna be a real good look right there. But other than that, I'm not really. I am like really out here trying to do comedy like that. I feel like I need a break just because with the entertainment business, it is such a doggy dog type of business. And I just really feel like I just need a break because it's like you always got to grind. You got to get your social media numbers up. You got to do this. You got to do that. And right now, where I am, I don't feel like doing none of that.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Maybe just let me take a step back and then just regroup and then come back at it. Because I was doing podcasts, I was writing scripts, um, we was doing some acting, um, and then when you write a script and you put together like a short, you the casting director, you the casting agent, the director, the producer. You gotta come up. It's a lot. It's a lot. So and then even with comedy shows, it's a lot because you got to promote the show. You got to try to get people to come, and then you got people talking about some. Oh, next time you have a show, I'm gonna come and visit you. Woo, woo, woo. And then when you put the flyer out there that you got a show, they don't show up. And then they be like, oh man, let me know when you had a next show. So what I found is that people will say they're going to support you, but then they don't support you, but they expect you to support them. So for me, I'm just like this year, I ain't hustling hard. I ain't doing none of that. If somebody asks me to be a part of their project, if I feel like it, I will. However, if I don't, I'm not because to me, time is currency and it's something that you can't get back. So I'm just right now. I'm a chill 2023, and whatever happens happens.
Yeah. And shit, we've been on the grind on the podcast. So me and G Nice got the ball head nuts jumping off on Wednesday, and
Hmm.
just when we did it, the response was so cool that it like took off. And so he went and got the domain. So now it's a .com. You dig what I'm
Okay.
saying? With the bare truth, you see how the nightgowns and socks. I thought you was gonna post the nightgowns and the socks. Would
I
you wear?
yeah, I wore it yet. I'm gonna put it on, take a picture. I'm gonna
Man,
do it.
boy.
Actually, I'm gonna do it today because I was just trying to wait. Cause
Yeah,
I was
so people can see what I'm out here doing and stuff. You got to
yeah,
support
but
me.
you gotta get a shirt with like a slogan. Don't nobody want no shirt with no big ass picture of you on it. Women ain't gonna be able to wear that with their head. You come
Hey,
walking there with some socks on with a bare truth on there and your ass on the picture. They be like, where you going with this nigga on
hey, listen. So one of my friends, I used to work with her, and she support me. So she went and bought one, and so then she called me back and she said, "Hey, I got to tell you, this is nice." She said the quality of it is nice. She was like, "But I had to let my mom have the nightgown, and I wore the socks." It was like she was like, "I wore the socks." She was like, "But I had to have my mom. You had to get the nightgown to my mom." And so somebody else had told me, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to keep getting away with putting your face on a nightgown. You dig what
Yeah,
I'm saying, and stuff like that. But I seen it as a branding scheme and a marketing scheme, and I got to tell you, they sold
well
like
that's
so fast.
good. That's good.
They
It,
sold
it
like
is.
so fast, and so we waiting on the next ones. I got like some powder blue ones and some yellow ones, and I am gonna make them friendly with like you dig what I'm saying. I wanted to talk about some of the cool issues that I do be doing on here, like the prayer life, about praying and stuff like that, because
Hmm.
it ain't meant to, that's real. Ain't nobody about to be romantic with their girl, and then you got to look down and see me. It's
See
like
this.
I'm be like,
Yeah.
man, hey, all of us together. We together, fam. Holla call me when you kiss her. You dig what I'm saying? I'm playing. Listen, I'm playing. Don't listen because that'll go the wrong way. But yeah,
Right.
but at the end of the day, we trying, man. You dig what I'm saying? And so
That's
that's
all that
like one of
counts.
the and you know what? But that's one of the things that I salute you for, though, because y'all stay on the grind. Terranique and them stay on the grind. You dig what I'm saying? Jarvis stay on the grind. Nubia stay on the grind. You dig what I'm saying? Wizzy, she stay working. You dig what I'm saying? And so I'm
Mhm.
I'm trying to pull them in. I really got some ideas because I really think that if Nubia take this Lemoore New York thing serious, while she
Mhm.
working, I could be down in the basement making these shirts. You dig
Right.
what I'm saying? And so I'm really trying to do these shirts and trying to get these hoodies and trying to get this brand out. So now G Nice got that going on. We're gonna probably be doing some ball head nuts like coffee mugs, and we're gonna be doing the t-shirts and
Okay.
stuff like that. But let me ask you this. Our family is funny. You dig what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like little
Mhm.
Larry and them. We never even knew that you did comedy. You dig what I'm saying? When did this come out and how did you come about? I want to do comedy.
Man, actually, it's crazy because in Arsenal courts, we used to always joan on each other.
Yeah.
So that was just something, and I never really thought about it. But one day I was just sitting at my desk at work, and I was like, I think I'm gonna do comedy, just out the blue. And then I was like, I wonder if they have a class. I said, if they have a class, I'm gonna take this class. So I googled it. the Laughing Skull, and they had a comedy class. And I thought about it for a while, and I saw a black guy that was the teacher. His name is Vic Kenny Johnson. And so I thought about it for a while. So I signed up, and I ain't tell nobody at first. I went to like 2 or 3 classes just to see if I was going to keep in there. And so once I got in there and I got on the stage, dude was like, "Oh, you got a natural stage presence." He was like, "You
Right.
funny." Um, because I was just saying shit just off the rip. Like I ain't had nothing wrote out or nothing. I was just saying stuff. Just I got on it. I was talking about my car because I had this Jaguar that stayed in the shop, and so I was frustrated with that. So when I got on stage, I started talking about the car. And so just from there, and after I graduated, we did a show as a part of our graduation. And then I didn't do comedy for like a year and a half. I would just go to shows and watch people. And then I started thinking, I can do this. So then
Right.
me and Ken, he started going to open mics with me. We started writing. I would write something and bounce it back off of him. Then I went to a comedy convention. I had only been doing comedy for like 3 months, and I got to perform at J Spot in Los Angeles, J. Anthony Brown's club. And then from there, I just started meeting comedians like people I saw on Def Jam, like Hope Flood took me on tour with her, So I started meeting famous comedians that I used to watch on Def Jam, and
Right.
then I just kept doing it. But I remember one time I don't know if you remember, I used to have a blue Maxima. Yeah, you remember because you stole it
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
asleep.
Hey, remember, and
Yeah,
I parked it in the wrong. Only way you caught me is
yeah,
because I parked it in the wrong parking spot. I put the
right.
gas handle and everything back, and I parked it in the wrong spot. You was like, "Boy, you been in my car." Like, man, I jagged. Yep, I
Yep.
remember that blue
So
Maxima.
what I remember telling Curvin a story about that car because it went started and I had to go get Horace. And he was just laughing and he was like, "You should be a comedian." And this was like in 90 something. He was like, "What you saying ain't funny." He was like, "But the way you say it is funny."
Right.
So somebody else told me that when I was in the army. I was in Virginia and I was talking. And they was like, wait a minute, before you say anything else. Because I was talking, I was hot about something that this sergeant had did. So I'm just telling the story or whatever. So when I did start doing comedy, all that stuff like came back to me like, wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of funny people in our family, but
Yeah.
it's like I'm the only one that like kind of got on stage because it's a hell of funny people in our family on both
Man,
sides.
oh, shit, Uncle Larry, remember him? Uncle
Yeah,
Larry was a mess,
yeah,
but we used to run home from school just to get him started, and
right.
then yeah, you know what I'm saying. And so Fish, Fish is a look at there go cousin. What's up? Our whole family is funny. That's what Dee Dee
Yeah,
said. Dee Dee could do. You could do stand up comedy, Dee Dee. You dig what I'm saying? Because boy, she can go. But always been like some storytellers, and that's the cool thing about the ingredients of family, man. Because
hmm,
it's really everything that's in you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And only thing
hmm,
it's doing is just coming to the surface, man. And
yeah,
some of that stuff when it comes to the surface, man, you know, uh, I was proud of it. You dig what I'm saying? Especially like being in prison, like that respect that Moyne taught us. You dig what I'm
yeah,
saying? That love and that respect. And then
hmm,
just, um the Bernice loved to clean house. You dig what I'm saying? You listen, that bathroom had to be clean. I remember getting woke up out of my sleep many a nights when it was time for me to do dishes and getting whooped, getting hit, getting hit with that belt to get up to go in there and go get them dishes and had to get that stove and stuff back together. So when I got to the joint, my room, listen, if you're gonna live with me, you gotta be right. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta clean
hmm,
up after yourself. You got and these are things that you just carry with you, out into the world, man. And
yeah,
so it's really real. The ingredients of family, no matter how bad the mixture up is, whether you got the crazy with it, whether we got some of the alcoholism that goes on with it. You dig what I'm
hmm,
saying? The crack era hit our people kind of hard too. But then
yeah,
again, we got people that's just straight up talented. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Straight talented. You dig what I'm saying? I'm talking about so many people on different sides and go getters and hustlers and you dig what I'm saying? Like Uncle Tom Lee, you dig what I'm saying? He always was about something. And so just seeing him, I always knew how to go and get something. You dig what
right.
I'm saying? Go and make something happen, man. And then, so that shit is really real, man. But I wish that I could kind of see you like, what I mean, probably like in a stand up because this lady, she's super duper cool. I just been shouting her out. They got some little comedy things that they trying to bring down here too. The
Hmm,
Skylight Lounge, and they got a comedy show that's gonna be coming up here sometime in the future. You dig what I'm saying? So,
hmm,
I don't know, but when y'all get here, we just gonna have a blast. We're gonna kick it with Bernice, and just try to turn up for her. So. I wanted
yeah.
Ja got his cameras and stuff. He gonna be, be able to tape it and shit like that.
Yeah, he take his cameras and stuff pretty much, wherever we go, we doing a family, situation. He always
Yeah,
be having his little cameras and stuff.
yeah, because he did some good pictures of the family reunion and stuff like that.
Yeah, he
Right.
did.
Okay. And so yeah, so right now, you ain't thinking about doing no more with the podcast. What is that? Is that dead with
Well,
y'all?
what, Sandra, I'm gonna try to just wait and see what's going on because Sandra's mom was sick. So to me, I just felt like she needed to concentrate on making sure her mom's straight. Um, the podcast could come because we sit in front of damn Facebook for an hour. Take care of your mama.
Yeah.
So that was one of the reasons why we stopped doing shows. But I'll reach back out to her later, sometime this year and see, what she want to do. Because, like I said, we had signed up for Restream. Well, I had signed up for it, so we could probably do it, in two different locations, like me and you doing it. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna let her in on that, and maybe me and her can, bring it back, and she could stream from her house, and I can be here at the house versus her, coming to me or whatever. We meeting up or whatever. Because,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
just
And then
want her. I want her to just make sure her mom's straight though.
yep. And so, another thing that I wanted to do though too is because a lot of times with me, um, Didi says she's so proud of y'all. Bear, you are very talented, rapping,
Hey,
painting, and
Didi.
playing. And she said, "Look, Didi, hold on, I got to show this one." Didi said, "Bear, you are very talented, rapping, painting, and playing." But no, but like so sometimes like I would love to have Didi on here though too though because she's so outspoken and that's gonna be the truth. But a lot of times when I be having these topics, I be wanting to have like a female's perspective. You dig what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I might be leaning on you, now that I got this restream and that we can do it like this. So then that way
Okay, that's
we can have somebody. And I know you're getting older. You be going to bed early, like it's 9 o'clock past your bedtime. What time you go to bed?
don't do that. See, you've been disrespectful on this thing all
I'm
evening.
I
You
didn't know because
done
I know
told
it's
people
at
I was a
9 o'clock.
criminal. You done told people I done took you down the wrong path.
You did. Some of my
You a
life
lie.
you have.
Because when y'all used to be stealing them people's shit and trying to bring them in my house, I used to fuss at you. And you used to say, dang, little Grice, you make a criminal feel real bad. So
But but
don't do that. Don't
but
do that.
listen,
'Cause
but
I
hold
used
on. But time out though. Time out, Grace. Your crib was laced though. Remember you had microwaves, you had clocks, you remember you had VCRs. I'm talking about we
I
we
bought my own microwave. Now the
but listen,
VCR, I bought my own microwave and
what
VCR.
about that
Now
stereo
you
that was in
brought
the
a big
closet?
VCR in there because you was charging people to see Boys in the Hood. Don't do that.
But
I
but
was in
but listen,
Germany. Don't do
but
that.
that stereo, you had a nice stereo in the back in that closet, and I put that stereo back there. I remember that stereo that was back there.
I don't know
And
where it came from.
yeah, and but hey, do you remember this though? Remember when we used to go up there to the store and we used to cash in the bottles,
Yeah.
and we remember Bonk used to need cigarettes, so we'd take the bottles and we'd go up in there, and then I learned out how to go in the back of the store and steal the bottles. So we'd go up there, we'd go through the back of the door, steal the bottles, then walk them around to the front and cash them in. Boy, hey, listen. I hey man, you messed my life up a little bit.
You
So
a lie because I ain't told you nothing about going around to the back of the store stealing no bottles.
I
I don't even
figured out where
remember
they
that.
put them at. But see,
I
I
don't even
figured out where they
remember
put
that
them.
because
Yeah,
I ain't finna go into the back of the store and steal nothing. So you need to stop.
listen, I
You
figured
need
out where they put
because
them at, and you
now we
watched
talking
out.
about stuff that happened when I was in the army, and I wasn't gonna be doing nothing like that.
But hey, you was the lookout. You looked
You
out
a
for
lie,
me
you a lookout
while I
lie.
did it.
You a lie.
You made sure I got in there and got out safe, and
You
then
a
we walked
lie.
right back around to the front and cashed them in, and then got the money and caught the bus to school. So you know how that go. But listen, I was so mad. I was so terrible. Me and Ben, we broke into every apartment in Seven Deuce. And then came and gave Terry Nick the stuff for Christmas. Remember Terry Nick? And so as I got older, I really felt bad about that, like stealing other people's stuff and then giving it to Terry Nick. Like, man, that was crazy. But yeah, but um, overall, you know what I'm saying? The things that came out in our family, I wanted to get you on here because I know what you doing the comedy thing. I know that some of that fish got to come out. You dig what I'm saying? Some of that little Larry, because little Larry, man, he was a mess. Uncle Dickie, you dig what I'm saying? And and I just got to thinking like, the R. Kelly thing, the situation, you know what I mean, that, some of the stuff that we go through, some of the stuff that these kids is going through, you dig what I'm saying? How
Mhm.
you need to be able to use that and to be able to, what I mean, tell them like, listen, like I'll give you an example. The situation with Dejan. I remember Jody used to tell me, you know what I mean? She used to call me and she was just like, you know, uh, he cutting grass or he like selling DVDs or stuff like that. Or then one time she said he was shooting dice and he lost his cell phone or something in a dice game. The first thing I got to thinking is like that's the Indianapolis blood coming out of him. That gambling and shit like that. You dig what I'm saying? And even when I couldn't see him, even like when he was distance, you know what I mean? It was
Mm-hmm.
stuff that was coming out of him that was like straight family, you know what I mean? And so
Mm-hmm.
if I could say anything to anybody, you dig what I'm saying, about their family, number one, you don't get the chance to pick. The family you got, that's who you got. You dig what I'm saying? That's who God gave you. You dig what I'm saying? And you got to find the love in it. You know what I mean? You got to find the
Mm-hmm.
love in that family, man. And I think the family reunion thing is necessary. You know, you got to get together. And one thing I think, man, us as black people, we got to remember to do is to call out and give people their flowers while they breathing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And say, you know what I mean? Listen, man, I love you. Hey, I miss you. You know what I mean? And just go by and give somebody a hug. Savion, he was saying, "What's up, family?" You know, even though Savion and them, you know, we came to the Jacksons and you know through Horace, he was in Indianapolis, and I was just trying to tell him he had hit me kind of late, and I was trying to let him know that you know if he'd have reached out, I could have turned him on to somebody. You dig what I'm saying? He could have went through Marianne and them house, and they would have showed him a lot of love. And
Yeah.
then look at Terranique on here. She want to try to co-sign for you. Don't
That's
try
right,
my mom.
Kennedy. That's
Don't try
right.
my mom.
That's
Laugh
right.
out loud.
That's
Get your
right.
if you
Mm-mm.
don't listen.
That's
Don't
right.
ever, Terranique,
That's right.
making your own bottle at 5 years old. You dig what I'm saying? Who are you to get on here and talk about don't try my mom? You
That's
had a
right,
5 year
Rosie.
old daughter that used to pour her own milk into a bottle. Yeah, come on. And all them gifts I stole for you out of them people's house. You part of me
We
messing my
ain't
life up
stole
too.
no gifts from you, Tierney. We ain't
Yeah, I
mm-mm.
did.
We ain't
And
we
then
ain't accept
Didi
stolen
said,
property.
"Don't." Didi said, "Don't forget your daddy." You know, on it, boy. He's something else. I got plenty of stories I can tell you about him. And Didi, me and Didi being in the house, and him coming over there fighting with us, man. But yeah, you know, um, the family reunion. What's gonna happen with that?
We gonna have it. We just gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it
But
out. Figure it out how many days. We wanted to add a day and do something, formal, like a meet and greet on a Friday.
it's gonna be a
And
little bit bigger this time. And then
yeah, we
Didi
try to
had
make it a little bit bigger, have a little bit more days so we can have more time. So I feel like since everybody, the people came out who was like on the fence about it, maybe this time they'll be like, come through, faster with the money and stuff, with the
right.
t-shirts and stuff, because everything was last minute. Because people kind of was like, I don't mess with this person and I don't mess with that person and all this and that, and let's squash that and let's just come together and make it bigger than it was last year. Because I really like seeing Punk and all them get to see all of us together and just being
Yeah.
with them and stuff. Because I sit back and I watch some of
Yep.
the
Me too.
aunties and uncles and just how proud they was to see all of us to get, and it's a lot of us,
Yeah, it is. And
and
Didi,
for us to
since you
come
said
together
that,
like that, it was
um,
beautiful. So we
yeah, Didi said something about Willie, Johnny, and Titi and them too. You know what I mean? Just on the lines of like family storytelling and being funny. Tell little Willie and them though too, though, Didi, that they getting ready to do the family reunion. So everybody that's in the family step up and let that be like a gym just to like anybody that's watching, man. Like, listen, if y'all got family members, get together, man, and do something with your family.
mm-hmm.
Get together with your mom, man. Tell your mom that you love her, man. Get your kids together. And because that's a crazy thing, you know what I mean? To have ill will going on in the family and then something happened. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now everybody boo-hooing, wishing that they, you know what I mean, they would have did this and that. And so, just on the conclusion of the ingredients of a family, I think I want to try to get up with some other guys. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna send a shout out to like Eric and Sammy Lockett. You dig what I'm saying? Remember Sammy? You dig?
Yeah.
He's doing really good. He working and stuff. But I want to talk to them, about street family. So maybe like next week I'm gonna do that. But on the real to real, when I do some little issues, because I got some more topics that I want to talk about and I want to bring you in. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so pull you in from like a lady's advice, so we could talk about like couples, like real women, what a real woman should look like, what a real man should look like. So let's do some more stuff, man. And now we got this restream, we can get that cracking. But listen, man, I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And then
Love you
I
too.
see y'all. I see y'all when y'all get here. And when the new nightgowns and socks come out, this time buy one. Okay, because I gave you that
What?
one
I
for your
would have bought
birthday.
one the last time if you would have
Right.
told me. Don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't be
Right.
acting like that.
Right. I'm just saying, support the cause. That's what I mean.
I'm
So
saying
Terranique, I
now,
know you bought
look,
Terranique, you bought one the last time.
all the money we don't put on your books, you better hush.
So what? I'm just supposed to just give y'all one now?
Yeah.
No, that
At
ain't
least the
you,
first one.
you gotta wait till I get back on my
Then
feet.
I gave give you a book.
Right. You gotta wait till I get back on my feet. See, the way my bank account work is, listen, wait till I get on my feet, then I can pay y'all some of
What?
that
I
back.
got
But
you. Just
listen,
let me know. Text me. Don't be inboxing me on Facebook if when you come out with the new ones. Text me.
all
Let
right.
me know. I'll buy
Soon as,
one.
soon as I get the new ones out, you gonna buy one. All the ladies that's over here, I got new nightgowns that's coming. They ain't gonna have my big face on them. So support the cause. Bear Truth is in the building. My big sister LaShawn Grice. Listen, I love you, man, and I'm gonna
Love
holler
you
at you in a
too.
minute. All right, one.
Okay.